What's good, everybody? It's your boy Edge0626 here, bringing you another episode of Life on the Wii, and I think we're on episode 3 today. So, before I start this commentary off about how things were on the Wii with me, I recently Satoru Iwata, the president and CEO of Nintendo, passed away. So I just wanted to quickly acknowledge that, rest in power to him. If it was, believe it or not, guys, as much as I have bad blood towards Nintendo, they really helped me a lot with my gaming and stuff. So, in terms of me being aware of the gaming and games and video games and stuff like that. So, rest in peace, Satoru Iwata. Now, today's topic on this episode of Life on the Wii is how I actually made friends, and believe it or not, some of my closest friends are actually from video games. I know it sounds really crazy to some of you, man, this guy can't make real friends in real life. I mean, that's, to be honest, that's actually not entirely, but pretty. I wouldn't say I'm a shy guy. I just think it's always been hard for me. Let's put it like that, making friends. So when I started playing video games on the Wii, I started putting myself out there more. You can talk on the mic and stuff. So I think so that really helped me out. Now, like I said, as crazy as that is, believe me, like I said, some of my closest friends are actually from video games, and whereas some people would say online friends. But either way, they're still my real friends, and I love them to death like family. But and this is not a knock on any of my real friends either, like my buddy Anthony or any other of my other real friends that I have, people I see on a daily basis or live in my town. But this is this whole series is about video game stuff and how things were on the Wii. So I don't want to offend anybody, but I just want to put that out there. Now, believe it or not, well, not believe it or not, but actually, I think to my memory, and I don't have a good memory at all whatsoever, depending. But some of my, I think one of my first really close friends was my friend Taylor, and shout out to you, Taylor. We always used to play games on the Wii. I don't know what, when we would do bad in lobbies, we would just go into a private lobby. I always like to be the host of those for whatever reason. Put it on closed, put the lobby on closed so no one would join us and annoy us, and we would just have a really great conversation. We would just we would literally sit in a private lobby and just talk about anything. And I think, and she today still remains to be one of my best friends. And I'm internally thankful to have her as that. And I know she knows that, so like I said, shout out to you, Taylor. Now, next up, one of my other buddies, you're going to see him a couple times in this gameplay, whether it's in the kill feed or in the or on the screen here in the actual game. By the way, it's an MW3 on the map Seatown. My buddy Hollow, aka Jemias, which is his real name. Me and Jemias met through someone who we both had on our friends list, and we immediately hit it off pretty well. He's a really cool guy. Really at times sarcastic and likes to mess around, and he's always been one of my good buddies. So shout out to you, Jemias. As much as I know you're on Destiny right now, and I know you'd rather play Destiny than play COD with your boy, but I just want to let you know I forgive you. But he's still a really good guy. So, and some other friends that I've made who have still kept near and dear to my heart is also my buddy Tyler, aka the Fat Ass. Trust me, I can't tell you how many times we've played lobbies on Wii, and one of the first things we would talk about is, hey Tyler, how much stuff did you eat today? And he would always be like, oh, I had some Taco Bell, McDonald's, 5 Big Macs, And this kid ain't fat by any means. I mean, I shouldn't call him a kid. He's 20-something years old and married. But this guy ain't fat by any means, so we just call him the Fat Ass because that's how he eats. But he's also a really cool guy, and he's a good friend. So shout out to you also, Tyler. And I also have my couple of my other buddies, like my buddy Adrian, you know, who always used to be also used to be in the same clan together all the time. He was a really good close friend of mine on the Wii. I haven't had a chance to talk to him in forever, so you know, if if you're watching this, Adrian, you're my homie still. You're a good guy. You know, I miss you, man. We buy a PS3 or something sometime soon. But and then my other buddy Noah, aka Beetle, who I've talked about a couple times. I actually showed up on Beetle's channel, which is Cabbage Talks. You know, talking about cartoons and stuff, and you know, stuff kids' cartoons we used to grow up with. He was also a really good guy, and he remains to be a very, very good friend of mine. You know, I always support his channel. Hopefully he can get me on one day. I really hope one day when I get a more, you know, advanced gaming capturing, you know, I could do a dual com with him one day, and we can just you know, shoot the shit. We always have a good conversation. And then I have other buddies of mine, like my buddy Razor, aka Brandon, who is also in the same group as us, with me and Hollow and Tyler. And he's a really funny guy. You know, he's one of the coolest guys I know. So, and there's no man that can get chicks like this guy. I know a lot of people that can get chicks, and like easy with the snap of his fingers. And I'm not saying he's a player or nothing, but he's probably he's a wizard at that. You know, he's got to teach me a thing or two. And I think, and by the way, if I'm missing anybody in this, please do feel free to give me shit in the comments section if I forget you, you know. But feel free to give me as much shit as you possibly can about it, because I will feel bad, and trust me, especially as something as personal of a video as this. But last but not least, my buddy Oreo Man, you know, aka David. He's a really cool guy. He's been helping me a lot. You know, we didn't talk much on the Wii, unfortunately, but we always used to game together. You know, he's also a really good friend of mine, always supporting my channel. So with that being said, I just wanted to say to all the people I've listed, and to any people I forget, I've forgotten by accident, you know, you guys are really cool people. You know, I'm so thankful you are my friends. You know, I hope you guys have enjoyed this little shout out video I gave for you. You know, we buddies for life, and good friends for life. So hope you guys have enjoyed this very personal video of mine. I hope to bring another video out for you soon. But for now, I'll catch you guys later.